destroyed the fan base, says Matt Walsh. Well, if it isn't our lucky day.
He destroyed the fan base. That's cute. Let's be honest, nobody's destroyed the fan base. It's still there. It's not that fragile. Well, not yet anyway. What we're seeing here isn't franchise destruction. It's just misdiagnosis. The fan base is broken in all sorts of ways, but not because someone didn't like Revenge of the Sith. I mean, good grief, that's been going on for long enough. It's broken because we've forgotten how to have a disagreement with any kind of respect. I think that's the main thing that's broken. Look, somewhere along the way, critique became heresy, and nostalgia became liturgy. And a community that's really well known for debates has just become one that's known for hating. And I think Star Wars Theory gets that. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's got his views, very strong views, which I don't necessarily disagree with. But he kept those views quiet for years, kept them to himself. But even now that he's come out with his opinions and he's letting people know where he stands on stuff, I find that he's never hateful. He just doesn't seem to be that kind of guy. He supported me once with a clout shout years ago when I was first starting on YouTube. He emailed me and he gave me great support. He's a nice guy. And I know he welcomes people who disagree with him on the details about Star Wars. And it's the lack of that that breaks the fan base. Not about which trilogy is best, but about remembering a world where your heart felt big enough to care about dialogue between Jedi even when it was really clunky, like George Lucas clunky, or to love stupid characters even though they're stupid, and if you don't love them, to allow others to. Theory gets that. I'm sure he does. But Walsh? Well, he's not the villain. He's actually just a symptom. He's a product of a culture that's been trained to consume myth like fast food and then critique it like it's fine wine. You know, Revenge of the Sith, it is a deeply flawed film, but it doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to matter. And for millions of people, it still does. But here's the thing, right? This is the bit that no one's asking. What do we build after we're done fighting? After we've done disagreeing on YouTube and it's all been said, which it has many times, and more importantly, we've totally lost the fight against the studios and the meddling, and it's just not ours anymore. What comes next? I mean, Disney's gonna Disney, right? So the Star Wars of Revenge of the Sith, it's gone and it's not coming back. I hate to break it to you, and a lot of people have figured this out, but however you feel about that film, that Star Wars is gone. The mythology is no more. It's whatever they decide to do with it next. So what comes next for people like you and me? Could another kind of mythos come next after the current one has been unwittingly handed over to CEOs and the marketing algorithms? Can something be built that's different and better? Well, that's the question that built exuno, our revolutionary new sci-fi universe. And I imagine one day a question in a conversation with someone like Star Wars Theory or Matt Walsh, a question like that might come up and cause them to ask it out loud too. Not just about the prequels or the sequels or which one's better or whatever, but about what happens when a myth belongs to the people again. When fans can do more than just argue on YouTube, but actually contribute to the narrative. What if that's the way it was always supposed to be? Well, we are exuno, and we're not here to throw stones. We're here to build something that remembers why all of this mattered in the first place. And if you're still here, if you're still listening, you're probably one of us. So join us. Subscribe for more and check out the website to see what we're doing and how you could actually be involved. And with that, see you next time, and thanks for listening.